All right, hello everybody. I'm John Cooper with the John Cooper Group, and today I couldn't be more excited. I get to sit down with Amy Ferris, and Amy is one of the owners here at White Rabbit Coffee Company down on Selby Street. She's just opened up this incredible shop, and today we're going to learn a little bit more about what she's got going on here. So first of all, thanks for having me into your cool shop. I keep hearing so much about the shop, and it's nice to finally get in here and taste your coffee and get to know you a little better. So thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It's been an interesting first month for us because it feels like we've been open for 6 months, to be honest, and people are slowly discovering us and people are finding us very organically, and we're loving what we're seeing from the community and the support we're getting.
Yeah, it sure does. It feels like for the number of people I've heard mention to come down here and tell me how cool the shop is for considering you've only been a month, it's pretty impressive. So whatever you're doing is working. So
thank you.
Keep it up. On that note, we really love to connect on people's passion for Vancouver Island. My VIY is a hashtag that we've created and promoted here in Central Island. And so you could have opened this cool shop in a lot of different communities, a lot of big cities. Tell me what had you position your shop here in Nanaimo?
To be honest, we saw a need for this type of space in Nanaimo. We saw a need for not only a coffee shop that's bringing a higher quality of coffee to Nanaimo, but also a place where people can connect and come and sit and enjoy. A lot of the places tend to be a little bit overcrowded, or we're lacking in the availability of these places. And so we want to start creating a coffee culture, and it starts by creating wholesome places for people to be. So I wanted to create that here, knowing that there wasn't very much to offer.
Really cool, really cool. So, you've got obviously a theme here. There's a lot of cool white stuff, your White Rabbit Coffee Company. You want to tell us a little bit about the name and what the story is there?
It's interesting. We chose White Rabbit most specifically because I was sitting around a campfire. I happen to love having bonfires. I love being in nature, and I was sitting around bonfire, and the smoke was traveling me as I changed seats. When you call that the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
And at the time, my partner yells out, "White Rabbit, White Rabbit." I'm like, right there. That's the name for our coffee shop. And as we started going through the process and people asked us about, the reason behind our name, the reasons that people were giving me why they thought it was called White Rabbit were more exciting than my reason of being around the campfire. And so the fact that it means something different to everybody is pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. I have visions of like Alice in Wonderland in that when I see it. So that's super cool. So, what's your background? Like, do you have a background in coffee or?
I do not actually. So
cool.
I have a passion for coffee, but my background is in graphic design, videography, and photography. And
right on.
White Rabbit seemed like the best kind of place for me to use all of my skills at one time. My partner is a carpenter, and so all of his woodworking is on display here. It's a place for us to actually use our skills and find connection and a way to connect with people in a way that's important to us. And so my design you can see in our menus and the interior design of the shop, and you can see it in our social media marketing and some of the more interesting workshops that we're going to be putting on going forward.
Cool, yeah, I love the look and feel of the shop. The workmanship's amazing. Speaking about your menu, what are some of the maybe unique things that someone might find on your menu offering that maybe they wouldn't find at a different coffee shop?
Well, I think that the key thing to note about our menu is our menu is set. We don't have multiple sizes. We don't offer skim milk. We chose to go the traditional route. So we've chosen to choose a specific select group of coffee that we know for a fact are delicious cups, that we know that we can create and produce high quality coffee every single time. And so the thing to note about our menu is that it's quite minimal in compared to other places. We don't have 100+ syrup options, but what we do have is quality, and we stand by that every single time.
I think that's awesome. I mean, for you to take the initiative to curate what you know works is, I think, what your clientele are looking for. Like, don't make me do the work. Tell me what's, you've done the research, tell me what tastes the best. And I love that. So, running a coffee shop like this, any business for that matter, we know takes an immense amount of hard work, especially when you're getting it off the ground. So, you and your partner here in Nanaimo, is there somewhere where you guys go when you just want to kind of refresh and reconnect and get the energy to come here and do the hard work?
Yes, actually, speaking of bonfires, bonfires on the beach in Lanceville, that's the one place that we go to rest and recharge. We go as often as we can. My partner being a carpenter, he gets wood all the time.
Yeah.
It's an easy access. So Huddlestone Beach, Sebastian Beach, and just
Yeah.
sitting by the fire with a hot cup of coffee or hot cup of cocoa and enjoying ourselves.
Awesome.
That's my favorite.
Awesome. Well, Amy, thank you so much for having us into your shop today.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
And,
Cheers.
And that is good. So for anybody that wants to have a great cup of coffee in a great space, come on down and see Amy and her team at White Rabbit Coffee Company on Selby Street. We're in the old train station here, and highly encourage you to come on by. And thanks for your time today, Amy.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.